What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel where we ride, we hustle, we repeat. Today, I'm going to be reviewing this budget e-bike that might be the best moped-style budget e-bike on the market. If it comes close to its specs, I think that's going to be a fact when it comes to this bike. One of the reasons why I'm introducing this bike, and I'm excited to introduce this bike, is because many of you have complained that most of the bikes that I review on this channel are just out of their price range. And I get it. Most of the bikes that I have on here, my wire bikes, my goat bikes, you know, my Ihoras, my Aniokis, they're all above $2,000. So I get that. Now, this bike, if it lives up to its specs or even comes close to its specs, then there will be no excuse for you to get an e-bike to either replace your car or to make money with the bike, or both, right? Like I do. Now, let's go to their website because I want to give you these numbers. Now, according to their website, this bike has a top speed of 32 miles an hour. Now, here's a spoiler alert. I've already took this bike out for a test ride to make sure everything is functioning. And I can tell you that I got it faster than 32 miles an hour. I won't tell you what the top speed is. You're gonna have to watch the actual review and see our speed run so you can see how fast it goes. But check mark number one, it is faster than 32 miles an hour. Now, it has a real motor, single motor, but it's a real motor that is a 1,000-watt motor, and according to their website, it peaks at 2,000 watts. Now, based on the power that it has, I believe that it either does peak at 2,000 or very close to it, because it does pack a punch. In fact, this bike off the line is faster than my Philoto Falcon that a lot of you are in love with, and is faster than the Puja 2, and it has a similar acceleration speed to my Juliet Pro, my Motor Goat, just a few that I can think of at the top of my head, that it's very similar off the start. Now, its top end speed is faster, or it goes faster at top end speed than my Anioki 177, just to give you a comparison, right? So big check mark there. Next, it has a battery. It's a 48-volt system, and it has a 20-hour amp hour on the bike. Now, on their website, they're claiming that you can get up to 80 miles, just like with every e-bike. I don't think we're gonna hit 80 miles, especially the way I ride. And I don't even think if you put this on pedal assist 1 and pedal it, that you'll hit 80. You might get close, but no one's gonna ride that way. So just keep that in mind. Now, the carrying capacity on this is 330 pounds, and it has a claimed torque of 120 Newton meters of torque. Now, in my initial ride, I can tell you that this is not going to be a climbing beast. Because going over, you know, thankfully in Florida, I don't need it to be, but going over an overpass, I can tell you that I did lose some power going over the overpass. Now, I didn't do a full test on it. We will do that during the ride. We'll take it over to some of the overpass. We'll go throttle only to see how it does, and then we'll do some pedal assist to see how it does on some of these overpasses that most of them are 30% grade inclines, and that's what their website claims it can do, 30% incline. So now let's just go over the bike. We're gonna start in the front. As we move on towards the back, you can see it has plastic pedals that I will be changing. I normally don't keep these pedals on here. The frame itself, it's a nice looking frame. It's clean, right? I'm a big fan of how the frame is. The way the battery's mounted, I have enough space. As you can see, I put my equipment bag for my tire kit and all that on there. But if I wanted to put an extra battery, I can do so. And if I keep this bike, I'm 1000% going to add an extra battery, and that's where that battery is going to go, or it's going to go here, right? It just depends on if Kevin can design. Kevin over at Northeast Battery Systems, depending on what design he suggests, and we will add the battery there. Now moving on to the back, as you can see, has dual suspension, the spring suspension, one in the front, one on each side. I personally prefer this type of suspension on my bikes. My Julia Pro has this type of suspension and I love it. I don't like it when they put it on the frame itself, the suspension frame. I'm not a fan of that type of suspension. Even if it's an air shock suspension, I don't like it. I think this is much better, gives you a much smoother ride. Again, you got the same 180 meter brake in the back. We already talked about the motor. We have the plastic fender. Now let's talk about the seat. It is a nice, long, comfortable seat. Now the bike does come with foot pegs, so that if you have a passenger, they got pegs to put their feet on. I took them off. Number one, I never ride with a passenger, so I don't have that. So I took them off, but you have the option to keep them on there. But one of the reasons I took it off, number one, I don't have a passenger, but you see how close the pedal is to the peg. Since I do like to pedal, even though this is not a pedal bike, we're gonna talk about that during the ride. I don't want my feet to hit the pedal. And in addition to that, if you can get rid of stuff, right? It eliminates the ability, or eliminates noise. That stuff can get loose. Just take it off if you're not going to use it, right? I think I've already talked about the seat. It's a comfortable seat. I personally like it. All right, let's head over to the back so you can see that tail light. As you can see, it's really sunny out and you can see that tail light. The bike does come with turn signals. And here's how it looks with the brake. Again, guys, for a budget e-bike to have turn signals, I'm impressed. Now let's come up here to the cockpit operations. It has some nice plastic grips. I'm a fan of this type of grip. I don't think it's locking, but it's a locking grip, but man, I don't think I'm gonna have issues with that. If you move towards the right, you'll see the headlight, your turn signals, your horn, pretty loud. I'm a big fan of that. Here is the monitor. Now we're in the bright sun. I can see that perfectly. We have, and I'm gonna go over the pedal assist and all that as we're riding, but let's move over. We got plenty of space. I put my phone mount on. I put these mirrors temporarily for now. They came on my Filoto. I didn't put them on my Filoto because I don't like them, but I wanted to ride and my mirrors that I normally buy for my bikes are not in, so I just put these on for now. Moving on, we have your standard 7-gear Shimano shifter. We have a half twist throttle here. And I added this bag, because again, this is where I put all my necessary tools. I got slime, I got my tools, I got my compressor, everything that I need in case something happens as I'm riding. All right, WA family, let's recap. Let's go over some of the stuff that I am super impressed of for a bike that comes in under $800. And if you use a discount code, you can get it right at about $700. Number one, as I mentioned when we went over the bike, it comes with turn signals. My freaking Wire Scout doesn't have turn signals, right? And that's a 3,000 plus bike. It comes with a decent horn. right? Again, I'm gonna go back to my wired Scout. It comes with a stupid bell. I know a lot of you guys like that bell. I hate the bell. I don't need a bell to tell pedestrians I'm coming. I can just say, hey, on your left, right? I don't need a stupid bell, but I do need a horn so that cars can hear me. I like that. This bike, I didn't talk about it in the review because we're going to talk about it as we're riding. It has cruise control. It has an actual button that you can hit for cruise control. You don't have to, get to a certain speed, etc. All you have to do is hit this cruise control button and it'll go on cruise control. The display, it is sunny as heck out here and I can see that display like if it was night out. It's one of the best or better displays that I've seen on an e-bike, right? We have the suspension system on this bike. Although there's no adjustment on it, the suspension is good, people. Trust me, I've been riding this bike. It is a good suspension system on this bike. And it's, again, I'm gonna emphasize this, it's a budget e-bike. You can get this for $700. So great suspension. Three things that I want to finish talking about. The brakes. It has very, very good hydraulic brakes. It's rare that you see hydraulic brakes on a bike that's under $800, right? I haven't seen many that'll give you hydraulic brakes for a bike that's under $800. And it gives you the reservoir in the front, just like the Anioki does, so you can see if you need to replace your mineral fluids for your brakes. I really love that feature. Again, it's a budget e-bike, and again, it gives you something that high-end e-bikes don't even give you in some cases, right? The other thing I want to talk about on the bike is the actual battery itself. The battery has Samsung cells. Again, something you don't see on a lot of bikes. It's a 20 amp hour battery. Something, again, you don't see on a budget e-bike. So, super impressed with it. There's only one thing that it doesn't have that I wish it had, but again, I can't complain because it gives you a lot of stuff for under $800. It does not have a USB port, or at least I didn't find one, because the same thing, I said the same thing, I believe about the, I forget which bike, maybe it was the Wired Scout. I thought it didn't have a USB port and did have one. But I can't remember which other bike, but I didn't find a USB port on this one, so I will be putting a battery charger for my phone in this bag. Lastly, this bike does not have, even though it has a 330-pound carry capacity, it doesn't have anywhere for I can mount a basket, right? If I'm going to keep this bike, I will take this to a welder and I'm gonna weld a rack to the back. But right now, I don't see anywhere that I can mount a basket. If you own this bike and you added a basket to a rear rack and a basket to this bike, do me a favor, comment below, tell me what you did so I can see, because I want to add that to it, especially if this performs how I think it will perform. And if it gives me the range that I need, I'm keeping this bike. I love the way it maneuvers. It's small. I'm a short rider. Now, if you are a tall rider, this may not be for you, because even though I've seen some guys that are over 6 feet tall ride this bike and they loved it, but there's no way if you're over 6 feet tall that you're gonna pedal this bike at all. It's just, I mean, I'm 5'7" and my knees come all the way up and I like to pedal. But man, you can handle the maneuver, it's very nimble, and the way you can maneuver this super easy in and out of traffic, I like that. Now, having said that, I'm gonna be dashing, right? And I'm gonna go old school. I'm gonna take my backpack and put it in my backpack. Again, I added this to add the necessary stuff that I need, my phone, all that stuff is gonna go in here. But I'm still gonna have the ability to dash. We'll see how we do. When I first started dashing, this is how I dash. I put everything in my backpack, right? I added the basket because I realized that I have the ability to take on larger orders and make more money, but it's not necessary, people. All you need is a bike and this backpack that I'm a big fan of that you can pick up on Amazon, and you're off and running. So right now, guys, let's get ready to ride. All right, dash until 8 a.m. All right, guys, we're gonna finally go out on the YR20. So we're gonna test this bike out today. Gotta get everything adjusted here. I was trying to go out yesterday, but it rained all day. So, all right, we're starting out with 100% battery. Again, this bike does not have voltage, which for me, that's the best way to gauge your battery life. But it doesn't have it. So we're gonna go off percentage. And one of the things that I can tell you about the bike is that display. I really like that display. A couple of things I like about this bike so far. The display, the fact that it is super light and it's small, very easy to maneuver. Oh, let me get a Strava on. I didn't turn this on, I almost forgot to turn on Strava. Oh no, actually it is on. I never turned it off from yesterday. I went 2 miles and it poured and I had to come back. All right, that's right. Let me go on Uber. Raise the vat. It is chilly out this morning. What's the temperature? Let's see, because it's windy. 68. Huh. All right. So, as I mentioned, I like how nimble, how light this bike is. So that's a big plus for me right now. Now, oh shit, I already have a Wendy's order. Wait a second. Did I read that right? This is a 5-mile order. Nah, not taking that. Now, the negative to this bike so far is the pedaling. I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but look how high my knees are going. I mean, I could pedal it. We're on pedal assist 1. And I'm going, what, 12.8, 9, 13 miles an hour, 13.6. I may be even going higher. Let's see. Pedaling. Now I'm about 13 miles an hour pedaling, and it's easy to pedal. I mean, I am on pedal assist 1. Let's take it off. Let's see how no power or no assistance. Same thing, no assistance, and I'm up there, right? And it's easy to pedal. So if you have this bike and you end up running out of battery, you can definitely make it to wherever you're going, because it's pretty easy to pedal this bike. And again, it has a lot to do with the weight of the bike, because it is light. It is definitely the lightest bike I have in my fleet. All right, so let's go back up to 1. And we're gonna use the throttle only. No pedaling. And we're getting 10 miles an hour. Now let's check Strava too. Let's just make sure that, yeah, so far the GPS and Strava, I mean the GPS and the display are the same. Now there is a little bit of a lag. I've always had a lag on the GPS. Let's go to 2. Let's pedal. First of all, let me reset this. Hold on a second. All right, we got a pickup, an Uber pickup. Let me turn back around. But I'm on 2. Let's see how we do on 2. Pedal assist 2. We're pedaling.
Just head turn right on Southwest 15th Avenue.
Now I'm going right into a headwind. Damn it, it's chilly for me. All right, we're at 18 miles an hour. Let's see with the throttle only.
Turn right on Southwest 15th Avenue.
Throttle only, you're about 17. Let's go to 3. Pedal.
Just hit your mark.
3 pedal. We're doing 24 miles an hour. And then we'll check on throttle once we make it across, or maybe it won't make it across. Let's stay here, because I love how easy to maneuver this bike is. The McDonald's is right up here. First pickup of the morning.
Turn left on Southwest 14th Avenue.
Let me switch. Well, once I get this, I'll switch Uber. And we're going old school, people. I got my backpack on. No basket, no problem.
Turn left on Southwest 12th Avenue. Then turn left.
We're here at the McDonald's. It's gonna be the first pickup of the day. Let's see if it's ready. Morning. I got a pickup for Mark. Nice. Thank you, sir. I'm sorry? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's, if you want to see, it's Watt Hustle. W-A-T-T Hustle. All right, first pickup. Let's see what the order is. Ooh, large, it's an iced coffee though. Now, one of the advantages of having the backpack on your back is that it helps with absorbing. It helps like it acts like a shock absorber, right? Or suspension. But putting the backpack on and off depending on how you put it on, right? Can be a little bit of a problem. Let's see where we're going. All right, as we're heading to this drop-off point, we left off on pedal assist 3, and pedal assist 3, we'll see what throttle only does. Freaking car was right up my ass. Throttle only takes us up to almost 25 miles an hour, actually 24 miles an hour. All right. Not the same as the pedal.
Turn right on Southwest 30th Street, then drop off on the right.
All right, let's drop this off and then we'll test out pedal assist 4. 1315,
Drop off on the right.
which should be right here, right? No, that's 11. 1315 right here. All right, one down. Let's look at this bike. Look at that bike. It's a nice looking bike. So far, so good. Back online. Let me go back to DoorDash. Let's see if I can switch. Or actually, we can continue to navigate over there. Oh, damn it. These people. Uber's killing me today. I had to upload my ID. Now they want me to take a picture. All right, let's move up. Pedal assist number 4. Pedaling. Well, I'm already ghost pedaling. So once you get to about 26 miles an hour, you're gonna ghost pedal with the bike. But it takes us up to 30 miles an hour. And I gotta tell you, I'm impressed. Let's see, throttle only. Look how quiet that motor is too. 30 miles an hour on pedal assist 4. This bike already goes faster than most budget bikes, right? And we still haven't touched 5. You saw that, and I need a long straightaway because I think it'll go faster than 30 on pedal assist 4. Let me pedal a little bit though. Now, one thing I did notice on the pedals, it takes a couple of rotations before it actually picks up. Let's see how many rotations before it registers or gives me power. 1, 2, about 2 full rotations. Yeah, about 2 full rotations before it actually will give you power. Now that's moving. We'll find out when we're at a dead stop if it does the same. What does that say? All right, let's bump this up to 5. Actually, let me go back to 4. Now I want to see, it's pretty long straightaway. Let's see if it can actually go faster than 30 by giving it some distance, right? Now 30 is pretty much it. Let's move it to 5, keep it going. We're on 5 now. Going into a pretty heavy, strong wind right now, headwind. But we're at 34, 35. Ran out of room. All right, guys. Pedal assist 5. I'm gonna pedal. Actually, we ghost pedal at 26, right? We're gonna ghost pedal right when you get to around 26 miles an hour. We're at 33, 34. Pretty strong headwind here, but let's see when we make this turn. About 34 miles an hour. Faster than their advertised speed. I like when a company under promises and over delivers. Holy shit, it's windy here. It is cold. Here's another thing I'm noticing with the bike though. It's going to be the voltage drop, right? It drops heavily when you're going fast. Look at this, 36, 37. I caught up traffic. 37 miles an hour, guys. And I love how quiet this motor. All I'm hearing is these tires. And I'm gonna be changing the tires if I keep this bike. And it looks like I'm gonna keep it, man. For a budget e-bike to go faster than 35 miles an hour, and as you saw, we hit 37 so far. That's impressive for a single motor e-bike, especially a single motor budget e-bike. And I love the suspension, guys. Look at this. I mean, we went over those bumps and I barely felt the bumps. Biggest question mark on the bike is going to be the range. How much range can I get on this 20 amp hour battery on a bike that goes this fast, right? Now, I am not going to be going or staying on pedal assist 5 the entire time. That's not how I ride. But we will see, again, what the range is going to be. I just like that the bike does handle well, but as you can see, when we're going up against very heavy headwinds, I can't hit that 37 miles an hour. Now that we're in this tunnel, let's see. Do we get any wind here? Actually, the wind cuts off. It gets up to 30 very easily. Shit, it's windy. Moving the bike, that's how windy it is. Back up to 34. 35, 36, but there's the wind, and then see how quickly it drops down, 32. Yeah, there's not a lot of, the bike doesn't have a lot of torque, so we're gonna see how it does when we go over an overpass, but I got a feeling it's gonna go slow. Now, the bike has a claim, it claims that it can climb a 30% incline, but we will find out. Damn, it's windy. Let me catch this light. It was freaking windy over there. All right, let me drop this down to 4 because. All right, this is the part that I don't understand, right? This bike is a budget e-bike, but the suspension on this bike is better than most of my e-bikes. Most, right? It's not as good as my MotorGo or my MiniGo, but it's definitely better than my Falcon, the Move Cam, the Anioki. I'm super impressed with this suspension. Now granted, remember, keep in mind, I'm 150 pounds, maybe 155 now, but I am not a big guy. But it's taking these bumps super nice. Like I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling jerky like I feel, like for example, in my Wired Scout. If I was on this sidewalk on the Wired Scout, I'll be feeling it. Now, maybe it's because I'm lower to the ground. I don't know. You guys tell me why this bike, the suspension on this bike feels so much better than my other bikes. Again, it could be the fact that it's so low to the ground, so it absorbs it better. And now I do notice that, like for example, my Juliet Pro has a similar rear suspension than this one does, right? The two separate shocks. It's not the ones that you see like on my Wired Scout or the Floto Falcon, where the suspension is underneath the seat by the down tube, right? The Juliet Pro, this one was good. Now, if you remember my Juliet Pro 2, it had the same similar rear shock that I'm talking about with the Wired and the Falcon, right? And I didn't like it. It wasn't as smooth as my Juliet Pro. So I prefer this type of suspension, no doubt.
Enter your pickup at Duncan 2780 Sterling Road.
All right, I got to pick up at Duncan. Let's go pick that up.
Turn left, then turn right on South Bering Street.
Let me give you a quick recap on the bike, right? It's a 48 volt, 20 amp hour battery on this bike. It has a 1,000-watt motor that peaks at 2,000 watts, or that's what the advertisement is on their website, that it peaks at 2,000 watts. On their website, it says it goes 32 miles an hour. I already demonstrated it is much faster than 32 miles an hour. Now, the only question mark, again, is going to be the torque. On their website, it says, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll recap this if I'm wrong, it says it has like 180 newton meters of torque, right? I don't think that's going to be correct. Only because it's super windy, and every time I hit a gust of wind, it slows me down a lot. Oh shit, I got a DoorDash at McDonald's. We're gonna have to double this up, because I am taking this DoorDash up at McDonald's. Luckily, they're both right next to each other. So let me pick up my coffee first, because McDonald's usually takes a while. So again, we will see. Let's get these pickups done. We're here at the Dunkin'. That is going to be the issue. That cappuccino, it's hot. The ice fucking loft is not going to be an issue. Let me get this thing organized. Tengo a Francisco. All right, guys, I just picked that up. Let's head over to McDonald's. Hopefully this McDonald's order is ready. Don't, you gotta be kidding me here, bro. All right, we just dropped off that coffee. I had a unassigned McDonald's order. It was 4 or 3 bags. It was huge bags. I couldn't carry it all, so, and I already had doubled up. So I had to cancel that. And sometimes you'll see, like I saw the order was 30 items, but sometimes they count like ketchup and the condiments as an item. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's not as big as I think it is. No, it was big. 3 freaking large bags. All right, we got a Panera Bread order. It's 3 miles away, but it pays out $11. So we're definitely taking that. Dude, I see that lady walking up and down all the time. Let's see if we can get across. Oh, actually, I'm not getting across because I have to go south. These freaking people, man. All right, let's get to Panera. It is 2.3 miles from here, and then the delivery is about a mile. But it's paying out $11, so it's a good one. Let's get there. We're coming up to the Panera Bread. I gotta tell you, man, this little bike is a lot of fun. I love how easy you can get in and out of places. It's a lot of fun. So far, I am enjoying riding this bike. All right, let's get this pickup done. Let's see what we got. 3 items, no drinks. I love it. Hopefully it's ready. Morning. McGregor. It's a big bag. I put this here so I can get this bag in this here. Thank you. Guys, this bag here, highly recommend it. It actually fits more stuff than it actually looks like it can fit, and it expands. So if you get a pizza, you can expand this and slide in the pizza. Great bag. All right, let's see where we're going. 2 miles. 2 miles. Thank you, sir. Yeah. All right, let's go deliver this. All right, I think I'm here. Let's see where I'm going. I'm going to B100. This is A. At A. Let's see, B100's over here. B100. Right here. Morning. Delivery for McGregor.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too, thank you.
All right, that was a great delivery, guys. $7. Let's go ahead and continue dashing here. Dash. See if it lets me dash. It does. I don't know what time it's going to dash to, but morning. All right. Check this out, bro. So, Miami Pura Vida. Let's go, baby. Ah, this is another good one. It's a 2 mile dash. And it pays out $8. I go out that way. That's what I like about this bike. Look how easy it is to maneuver, guys. It's a fucking phenomenal bike. I love it. Big shout out to my boy at Electric Hustle, right? That guy he's got a small bike as well, and he rides his bike like he doesn't get off the bike. He'll take it in the elevator, he'll take it shopping. Just like I just did, I rolled right up to that front door. I can do it on this bike because it's small. People are not gonna look at me sideways, like what the heck am I doing, right? It's a little bike. And man, is it a fun bike. The best part about it, again, like the best part about the bike, as I mentioned, it's how nimble it is and how smooth it rides. I mean, it's super comfortable, man. I can ride this all day, even pedaling with my knees coming up and down as high as they are. Well, we got a drink, but it's ice. Morning. I got Kahim. Okay. All right, guys, let's talk about comfort, right? As I mentioned before, the suspension on this bike is phenomenal. It's really a comfortable bike. Two, this motor is so quiet. I mean, I sometimes forget that it has a motor. I mean, it's assisting me, but you don't hear the motor. You don't hear anything on this bike. There's no rattling. I mean, you hear nothing on the bike. I really love that because that adds to my comfort of the bike. And, you know, sometimes you get a noise and it's annoying, but you're not getting that with this bike. All right, we got the light. So the comfort is a 10 for me, with the exception of the pedaling, right? If you got a pedal, I'm okay with the pedaling. I'm not comfortable pedaling even though my knees are coming up high. But if you're a tall individual, you're not going to be comfortable pedaling this bike if you're tall. But just like other moped-style e-bikes, this is not meant for you to pedal. It's really not meant for that. So that's good, right? Comfort is good. Then let's talk about how nimble and how easy it is to maneuver this bike. I can get through anywhere on this bike. Very difficult to do that on my wired bike. My wired bike is so big, so heavy, that even making a turn, it's difficult. I'm not having that issue at all with this bike. I'm very comfortable riding it on sidewalks, through heavy traffic. So, I mean, this is what I love about the bike. I couldn't move this bike and get through anything with this bike. And I can go off-road, but it's great, right? So that's another plus on how nimble the bike is, how light the bike is. If you live in a place where you have to carry this bike up and down stairs, etc., then you're not going to have a problem because the bike is light, right? Secondly, it's a small bike, so storing it is a lot easier than some of these big ass bikes that I have. So far, I am loving the bike. It's fun, people. It's a fun bike to ride. And I can't believe the price, man. You get turn signals, you get a display that's freaking phenomenal. My only negative with the display, again, is for talking about the battery. They give you percentage, but they don't give you voltage. Like for example, it's saying 67% on the battery, and we only lost one battery bar, which kind of doesn't make sense to me. But we will find out what the range will be at the end. But so far, let's do a check. Let's do a range check, right? So far, we've gone 15.49 miles, 15 and a half, right? We've been riding for an hour and 8 minutes. And according to the percentage, we got 67% battery left. We only dropped one battery bar. Guys, I think I might hit 30 miles with this bike on this 20 amp hour battery, which if we do, I'm going to be ecstatic, because if I add an additional 20 amp hour battery, or even I can go as low as adding another 15 amp hour battery to the bike, because I got plenty of space, then I'll be super happy, because I really only need a bike that goes, as I mentioned, I need a bike that goes 40 plus miles. And this bike is so easy to pedal that even if I run out of battery, I'm okay with that, because I'll just pedal home. It is really easy to pedal this bike. Now let's get this delivery done.